All right, check 1 2 1 2 3 sound. Now friends, welcome back to the Growing Pro. If you caught yesterday's video, you caught the unboxing of the Neewer, because I'm calling it Neewer no matter what, the Neewer MS60B bicolor light. And while I am awaiting for the Octabox to come in, I ordered I believe we decided it was a 20-inch Octabox to come in. I put an umbrella, a very large umbrella on here. I'd say this is a 60-inch umbrella. This is one of my large photography umbrellas. I wanted to see what kind of a light this would produce. I basically just hit go. The light is currently set at 50% on the MS60B. It's a see-through umbrella, so it's a light-through umbrella. So the light is directed at me through the umbrella. As I said, we are set at 50% and 4800 Kelvin to match the 4800 Kelvin of the camera. We are in Vlog. I am using the Sigma 17 to 40 f1.8 with the variable ND filter on the front set to a minimum. And for those of you who don't know, if you haven't caught it, go watch my video on this microphone, which is the Rode Pod mic, which happens to be my least favorite pod mic of all time. Very thin, very weak. I am not impressed by them in any way. Yes, I'm sure an SM7B is much better than this. But here at The Growing Pro, we try to bring you budget options. Options that will fit within your budget so that you are making money faster with your craft, rather than constantly saving for something. Now, you buy what you can in the beginning, you get what you can, you get started with good quality stuff that didn't break the bank, and then you slowly upgrade. You upgrade piece by piece in order of what matters the most and what's going to add the most to your product, to your kit, to your overall vision. So we are recording this through the Rode Pod mic, but I have it going through the Beachtek DXA Micro Pro Plus preamps, which is an XLR preamp, and I do love these preamps. At least it's got that going for it. But I wanted to see what this light looked like right out of the box. This is directly right out of the box. Key light is to my right at that angle. That is where the light source is coming from, right there. 50%. The umbrella, I can reach out, stretch, and touch the tip of the umbrella. Now I can play with the distance of the umbrella between myself and the light source to vary the look of the light, to make it softer, harsher, brighter, etc. Again, also teaching you linguistics. Notice that is etc., not etc., etc. Who am I? I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. Sometimes my accent is pretty funny to many people, but needless to say, linguistics are still a priority. You should be saying words properly. Okay, so we've already established there is no such word as height. It's width, length, and height. And we have now established that it is etc., not etc. or etc. Now that's out of the way. This is just an initial test. We are filming with the Lumix S1 Mark I in Vlog, and we've got a, let's see, what do we have? We are base ISO of 640, set to face detect, which is why you will see it pulse. Yes, the autofocus on the S1 Mark I is not the best. I typically use manual focus lenses anyway, so I'm not necessarily concerned with that. But if you are looking at this for video, you will have some pulsing. I have not messed around with the settings because I don't use autofocus frequently enough to play around with the settings. But you can make it better, and it can get a lot worse. So just know that. So I want to give you guys an initial test of the MS60B. I think this is a fantastic light, and I'm shocked that I paid $76 for this light. So if you haven't already, go catch that video. Watch the unboxing. That light was $70, I think I ended up, yeah, $76 on sale. But guys, Amazon's always running killer sales. $76 for that light, and then $30 for the Octabox. I can't wait to get that in. It even comes with a grid and a carrying bag. I'm $100, $106 into an amazing portable light. Right now I've got it powered off 2 NPF batteries. It comes with the NPF plate. I don't know, from what I can see, this is a great light, beautiful light, nice soft light. I'm 46 years old. I'm a single father of 6, 5 under the age of 18. I've got wrinkles galore and smile lines galore. So if anything can make my face look soft and smooth, that's quite an accomplishment. Now, you know what? Let's play with a couple things here real quick while we have it. We're at 50% right now, and we are underexposed 2 1/4 stops. Let's increase that light just a little bit. All right, so now we have increased the light to 65%. This is 65%, and now we are at 2 stops. There we go, focus on me. All right, now we are underexposed 2 stops. So that's the difference between 50% and 65%. 1.25 stops. If you are a new content creator looking for your first light, looking for something versatile, you can adjust the temperature. You can adjust, obviously, the intensity. You can run it off of NPF batteries. You can run it off of DC power. I think there was one more option. Wasn't there one more option? V-mount. You can run it off V-mount. In fact, really, if you know how to solder, you can run this thing off anything. But for the price, this thing's awesome. Now let's zoom in a little bit and see what we get there. Now again, remember we are at 65% intensity. I can see some wrinkles in here, which there's my no sleep lines because I don't get any sleep because Daddy's always working. Daddy's always paying the bills. But overall, what do you guys think? I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your feedback in the comments section. What do you guys think? How's that look? If I wanted to worry about being in center frame, there's center frame. You guys know me well enough. I don't worry about that. I look at the overall image. I look at the balance of the image. I look at what I've got up on the walls here, here, and there. I've got half a drum set here. I've got a Marshall guitar stack over there. I've got a bass stack over here. What do you think of this lighting? Now again, this is an umbrella. So essentially, because this is a light through umbrella, it's acting as a softbox. Now we're at 65%. Let's blow this thing up. Let's go ahead and let's just blow this thing all the way up. All right. All right, focus. There we go. Wow. All right, now we are at 100%. This is 100% intensity on the Neewer MS60B. 100%. Now let's back out a little bit. How's that image? How's that lighting? Now if I wanted to turn away from my lighting, I could swap my mic position, and I could, because I'm still technically facing the camera the way that I'm looking at the camera. This is center, obviously on center. I'm still camera side. Now my light is dark side. We should have a little bit of a nice light shadow here. We are at 100%. And just for kicks and giggles, maybe that's a little nicer frame. That's a little nicer frame. There you go. All right. Now, again, let's go back down. We're at 60% here. Let's see what this angle, this side of the face, let's see what this looks like. Let's go back down to 65%. Because I felt like 65% was a nice place to be at. So this is 65%. Single light. The rest of the room is dark. I do have these shades open. Actually, you know what? Now that we're looking at this side of the face, I want to close these shades. Now, there is no light on that side at all. This is a dark room. We've got some blinds back there. They're pretty much closed. but we are 65% on our key light right now. Let's drop this down because right now we are 2.5 stops underexposed. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's go in a little bit more. Let's go to there, and then let's go down to 50%. All right, because now we are at 50% on our key light, our umbrella over here. I still feel like this is such a great soft light. This is one reason why I love using umbrellas in my photography work, whether it's bouncing off an umbrella or a light through umbrella. I love the use of umbrellas. It gives such great lighting when used properly. Did I turn my phone off this time? Stop calling me. All right, sorry. Let's get this down to where I would typically shoot. You guys know I like things dark. And this is an awful lot of light. I like things dark. All right. Now that's about where I like things to be. 3 stops underexposed. I know, not everybody does, but I do. I typically will light most of my content creation work or talking head work like this, even a lot of documentary style shooting at 3 stops underexposed. That's my sweet spot. That's where I really like it. Under certain circumstances, under most circumstances, that's what I like. 3 stops underexposed. That's my sweet spot. So if you happen to be someone who likes the look that I go after, keep that in mind. 3 stops to the left. Negative. Underexposed. And yeah, we're in vlog. We're shooting in vlog. Now you can see, I can see it right now. You know, my wrinkles have come out more. I don't really care about that. You know, if I'm shooting a production or if I'm shooting a client, obviously, oh, stop. Oh, I can't. My phone goes off all day long, guys. That's why I have an answering service usually take it. But some calls, like spam calls, can get through. I don't know how or why. Oh, I should mention, there is a mirror. There's a mirror off to my left here. So there is light bouncing off that mirror onto this side of my face. So that is noteworthy. And it's a huge mirror, so I'm not taking it off the wall. I could cover it up. That's too much trouble for right now. All right. I hope that gave you guys a good example of the Neewer MS60B killer. For the price, guys, content creation, even if you're doing doc style work, interview work, you know, run and gun, you can take this thing anywhere with you. And nowadays, like all the NPF knockoff style batteries, they're dirt cheap. They're pretty cheap. Buy a pack of 2 of them. They're all USB-C chargeable. I think that's awesome. So, friends, there you go. Thanks for watching another video here at The Growing Pro. I have to go because I do actually have to call those people back, unfortunately. But for now, thanks for watching another video. Are we in this? Hold on. I don't know which headphones we're in. Please have them sent. 3 or 4 numbers have been. All right, friends, I apologize for that. Thanks for sticking around and watching another video. Next video, we're going to throw on the Octobox that should be here later today within about 2 hours if the Amazon driver is not late like they usually are. And we'll see how that light looks. All right, friends, go create and go make a name for yourself. I'll see you in the next video.